He's out there with LeBron James. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Then there's Robert Williams. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamari in at the four-man position. RJ, it's the final game of the season for both teams. We've reached the finish line for some.
Yeah, some teams are done after tonight, but for others, they're just getting started. These playoffs are practically a season of their own.
And it'll be the Trailblazers off the tip. Now here's Henderson. Defense is right there. Sharp up top. He played a great game against Golden State.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know Coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
To the right side. Here's Christie. They grab their own miss. James passes to Lewis. Hachimura outside. Another shot. Williams grabs the board. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to clog every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute this strategy.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Sharp, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Now here's Henderson. Hachimura with a rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
James passes to Lewis, and that one drops for him.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Down low. James brings the double team. Henderson for three. The Trailblazers rebound. Williams misses. The Lakers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Out to the right wing. Here's Christie. And again, it's Baltimore from deep.
Oh, you expect Rui to finish that play, but when a guy is this open, he makes a quality pass.
Skylar Mays. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Sharp. That's good on the jumper.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
On the wing, Hachimura. Pass to Mays. It's stolen by Henderson. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And he makes it on the layup.
Whoa, Scoot! What a move.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. James deciding where to go with it. Some solid defense from Williams. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And it's Hachimura missing. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Pass to Grant. Goes back up. No good with a layup. Baltimore has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc to the paint. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. James has got 5.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Timeout called, Portland.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
On defense, the visiting team stepped back and squared up.
It developed himself into a threat to score. Simons has made major progress.
Here's James. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 7.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Here's Simons. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 1:24 left to play in the first. Here's Hachimura. Drained it for 2 points.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Simons outside. Knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons. And the list of rookie leaders in assists over the last 10 games. 5th is Stephon Castle.
He's been one of the finest passers amongst rookies, showing he's got a future as a playmaker in this league.
James against Walker. James passes to Hachimura. Into the lane. That shot off. Great D that time from Murray. Portland trailing here. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. .46 seconds left in the first. Tips it up. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He's got 6.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Pass to Christie. Now here is James. Offensive rebound.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Personal foul. First
Baltimore shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
the line for the away team. Lewis. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both. Here's Castle. Still without a bucket.
Away team foul. Christie. First personal foul. Second team foul.
.23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the jam by Walker.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Christie for 3. Walker pulls down the board. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Portland shooting their first free throw of the game.
At the line for Portland. Ant. 1 shot.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Delano Banton.
Fires from way outside. No luck on that one. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Portland ahead, leading by a point. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
On the floor for Baltimore, we've got LeBron James. He's out there with Rui Hachimura, and it's Mays in at the point. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's Mays, following the bucket by the Blazers. Christie. Three-pointer, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
To the middle. Here's Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
And the first one at the line is good. Grant's checked in for Murray. And he can't hit the second. And here's Baltimore now. 4-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
You know, depending on where Jerami Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Baltimore has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Lewis. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Trailblazers lead by 6. Here's Grant. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, the length and athleticism Grant possesses is hard to match up against, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Great basketball play runs in the family for Jerami Grant. But he really has become his own man out on the floor and shown us his own unique talents.
Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Castle comes in for Banton. Now, here is James. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Here's Mays. No good. Had a chance to win the run there. Here's Henderson. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Pass to Mays. The three is up. Got a hand on it. Here's Castle.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Henderson. To the inside. And Castle with the basket on the assist by Henderson. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
For three, James. LeBron fires and hits a three.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Inside. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Lewis. It's James on the wing. No good on the triple. Trailblazers lead by 11. Grant outside. And here's Sharp. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And here's a look at some numbers for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James. Walker, he's checked in for Portland.
Walker.
Now off the inbound. And he throws it down with one hand.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
For three, James. Portland with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Seemed like a lopsided matchup, but credit to them for stepping up to the challenge and then closing the deal.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, one of the great challenges of an NBA player's life is being traded. Veteran PJ Tucker said, in 24 hours, you're playing for another team in another city, getting all of your stuff, uprooting your kids, changing schools. Your whole entire life changes in a blink. If you've never experienced it, you never understand. BA?
Pretty heavy stuff, Allie. Thank you.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
James passes to Hachimura. Here's Mays. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
2 minutes
Yep,
remaining.